flip it and do enhance and say stickers. We're just going to leave it off. Hello, JDHM. What's going on? How's everyone doing tonight on this full moon? Cadence, I love Eliza, Zoe Steps, Easy Duck. I'm doing some, the first 5 tarot readings that I'm doing are free. The first 5 tarot readings that I'm doing are free. So if anybody wants a full moon reading for right now, we're doing the first 5 are free. Let me move away some of this piece of paper. We'll do that. Hi, Belle, Courtney. Thank you for the share, Canny. Got a pen. I'm ready to go. We've got down in the TikTok shop, we're using the Easy Tarot today. So if you like the images that we are doing here, you can use that. 7 Heavenly Virtues. Hello. Candy. What's going on, Candy? Bradley. So Valerie, I'll put you on here. You're the first one. So Valerie, will Jeremy and I stay together after he cheated on me? Valerie, do you want to stay with Jeremy after do you want to stay with Jeremy? Let's say that. Do you want to stay with Jeremy? Okay, so let's do this. Let's reword your question a little bit to be a little bit more self-help. So instead of will Jeremy and you stay together after he cheated on you, why don't you do what can Valerie do to ensure to be more comfortable staying with Jeremy after he cheated on her? Would that be better for you? Remember to like and share the live. Hello, Midlight Purple. What's going on? All right, cool. So what can Valerie do to ensure she stays comfortable with Jeremy after he's cheated on her? Midlight Purple, we are doing 5 free tarot readings. Do you want to be on the list for the first 5? We've got 1 down. If you want to be number 2, we can do that. I'm doing all right. All right, so Valerie. What can Valerie do to ensure that she is comfortable with Jeremy after he's cheated on her? What can Valerie do to make sure that she's comfortable with Jeremy after he's cheated on her? All right, Midnight Purple, I'll put you on the list. Oh, this deck was jumpy. All right, let's see, Valerie. Midlight Purple. Okay, so Valerie. Sorry, I was writing something down. So Valerie, I've got the King of Wands here, and I also have the Knight of Cups. So what I'm feeling like you probably need to do in order to be more comfortable staying with Jeremy after he's cheated on you, I would ensure. I'm not sure how this is going to sound because I don't know. Personally, this is not what I would do, but I'm going to just throw it out there and let you know, kind of see what you say about it. So the King of Wands is like the ultimate entrepreneur. He likes to throw things against a wall and just kind of see what sticks. In order to stay with Jeremy, it kind of makes me feel like you just need to be more risky. Not like risque, but like take more risks, be a little bit more free-flowing, and not really care. But that I don't like that. I'm not personally. That's not what would help me. But maybe it'll help you. But I also think that the card at the bottom of the deck you have is the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups, just you need to be really more emotional with him. The Knight of Cups is very romantic, and so I'm wondering if there's like a romantic thing that you can do in order to stay with Jeremy. I'm not sure. Like, it feels more. This has to be more internalized for you. I don't think that you should be treating him any differently. It feels more like you might want to just more loosen up and just be more in tune with your emotions. I don't know if this is helping. Can you let me know if this is helping, Valerie? Is this helping you? Because this isn't necessarily what I would do, but the tarot is telling you some things, and I just want to make sure that I'm on the right track. So everyone, we're doing the first 5 readings. We have 2 down and 3 open spots for free readings. If anyone would like a free reading, we've got 3 open spots. That is also a question, but we asked what she can do to stay more comfortable with him after he's cheated. So this isn't what I would do, and so it feels out of character to me. And I just want to make sure that Valerie is getting what she needs out of this reading. But I'm not here, Valerie. If you are responding, TikTok is filtering your messages, and I'm not getting your responses. Are you still here, Valerie? Hi, Robert. Okay, so Valerie, is this helping, Valerie? All right, Leah, I will put you on the list. Leah. Yeah, it's not my character. This is not what I would do. I personally, for me, I'd leave him. But it says right here, we asked the question, how can Valerie remain comfortable staying with Jeremy? And it says, like, being more open, allowing things to just like fall off your back a little bit, but also being more in tune with your emotions. That's what the tarot is telling you. And again, Valerie, I'm not hearing a yes or a no on this. So hopefully it's resonating. And I guess I am going to move on to Midlight Purple. Is that okay? I want to make sure that you're getting what you need out of this. If this resonates at all. Okay, cool. Awesome. Valerie, if you do want to give me a follow, we can revisit this in another couple of months or weeks and see how the energies have changed with the relationship, and if you are still comfortable. So yeah, give me a follow and we can revisit this and we can see if we can pull some new cards, and maybe even change up the question if you want, if you need to. We can change up the question. So we have Midlight Purple is next, and then Leah. Thank you very much, Boy Mom. I had to get it cut for being on set tomorrow. So I'm only here for 3 hours today. Had a lot of work I needed to do. So, okay, Midlight Purple. Is the job Valentina is offering me better than my current job? Okay. I'm trying to think. Midlight Purple. Oh, we've got Natalie. Natalie. Hi, from YouTube. If you want to get a free tarot reading, I'm doing 5 free ones, so I can add you to the list. We have 2 spots left if you want one. I'm trying to see, like, is the job Valentina is offering better than your current job? Okay, Natalie, I'll put you on the list. Hi, Carmen. Yeah, I'm trying to see how to like best help you, Midlight Purple. What is your current job and what is your job that's being offered to you? Oh, let's change it this way. Is the job being offered to me how will I know how will Midlight Purple know if the job being offered to her is the right move to make? How's that? Okay, so let's do that. How will Midlight Purple know if the job that's being offered to her, right? Her? Yeah. How will Midlight Purple know if the job being offered to her will be the right move to make? How will Midlight Purple know if the job being offered to her is the right move to make? Midlight Purple, then Leah, and then Natalie. And then we've got one spot open for free stuff, free tarot reading. We've got one free spot open if anybody wants a free tarot reading. All right, Midlight Purple. How will Midlight Purple know if this job being offered is the right move to make? I mean, my friend told me that too. She said that your hair grows fast, so that's good. Like, so it'll probably be back to normal in like a month. So Midlight Purple, you are going to want to pay attention to communication problems with this current job. It feels like you are nearing the end of something here with whatever is going to, if you know it's going forward. I got the first card that I saw was this Five of Swords, and the Five of Swords is about communication issues. Well, that's what we said. How will we know if it's the right move? So I want you to pay attention to what's ending and what's beginning, because you've got the world here. You've got the world here, and I want Andrea, and I want you to pay attention to what you feel like your new journey is going to be with this new space. Now, also, like what we've discussed, we asked the tarot, how will you know? Pay attention to the world, pay attention to globes. I want you to also pay attention to maybe dancers. I know that this is like kind of vague here. Hi, Andrea. I know that this is kind of vague here, but it feels like, how long have you been at your current job right now? I actually have a thought now about this, about these cards. I have a thought about these cards. You just started your current one. Are there any communication issues with your current job? Are you noticing any current communication issues with your current job right now? You already feel drained. Interesting. I had to for a part. It'll come back. Don't worry. Hair grows. I had to cut it for a part. You know, I am gonna say this is weird for me to say this, and this is scary for me to tell you this, Midlight Purple, but I think it's probably a good move for you, and this is why I'm telling you this. You don't like the hours of the current one or the new one? Current. Okay. So I actually think that this will probably be a good move for you, and this is why. This is why I'm telling you this. It's because we've got the world, and the world means completion. So it seems like even though you just start, I'm getting chills down my right side of my face. Woo! Right side of my face. So because the world means completion, you are at a new spot. I do kind of feel like you've maybe reached your end with it. And also you just said that you don't like the hours and you feel drained. I kind of feel like what's happening here is you've got this Five of Swords. Five of Swords is more permanent hurt, more permanent pain. So with the Five of Swords, someone's always winning and someone's always losing. So it feels like you're probably this person in the back who's losing with the current job. And it feels like someone else is gaining all of it at the current time. So because we have the world, and because we have communication problems going on currently right now, it kind of feels like maybe you might want to look at really start considering that new job that's being offered to you. Now, before you do go ahead and make that decision, I do want to caveat this and say you can maybe try talking to your boss, to your supervisor, and saying, you know what, I'm not feeling this. Is there any way we can accommodate this? And if they are not willing to accommodate you at all on certain things, then it's probably the world is probably telling you it is time for you to go. You don't have to stay at one place. You don't have to have employee dedication. You don't have to stay there. It's you can always move and move. If it's something better for you, if the hours are better for you, you are more than welcome to leave. If it and it, you know, that's that's kind of what I've learned. I stayed at a job for 8 years. I'm not saying it was a bad decision. I somewhat enjoyed what I did, but some parts of me wish that I did actually leave earlier. But so yeah, so that's the answer to the question that I would say. But again, before you make the ultimate decision, try talking to them first, just to make sure that you're covering all your bases. Yeah, even talk to the new one. Maybe that's what you need to also do, is talk to the new one. Talk to the new one and see how they're going to work with you and see what their hours are going to be like, and that might help your decision in going with the next job. So Midlight Purple, you've been here before. I'm guessing you're already following me, and so if you haven't made a decision on this, hi Morgan. If you haven't made a decision on this in a couple of days, a couple of weeks, we can always pull some new cards regarding it. And see what the energies are saying. So Leah, I do what I can. Leah, what is going on with Leah? Got it. Cool. So FYI, everyone, I do have the Easy Tarot deck, which I am using here. It is in the TikTok shop below. If you would like to buy it, if you like these images, I just figured I'd show you guys the images, and you guys can see what it's like. See what the images look like, and if you like it, you can purchase it yourself. We've got Leah. You are next right now, where I have not seen your question yet, Leah. Here we go. And then, oh yeah, it was all the way up there. And then we've got Natalie. We've got one spot left. We've got one spot left for a free one. One spot left. Made me think of the time where I was bumped up on here. Hold on. Looking at this, I'm on order. Oh, someone's doing free readings. Okay. Yeah, that one time. Yeah, I remember that. Okay, is Chris going to try to reconcile, or should I move on? Okay, so Leah, do you want to reconcile with Chris? We got Leah and then Natalie, and then if somebody wants one tarot reading, we've got one spot open for a free one. So you want to reconcile with Chris. So instead of asking, is Chris going to try and reconcile, or should you move on? Why don't we ask, since you want to reconcile with Chris, what can Leah do to reconcile with Chris? What is the next step with Leah? What is Leah's next step in reconciling with Chris? Is that helpful to you? Do you think that'll be helpful? Instead of focusing more on him, let's focus more on you. No, it's not helpful to you. So Leah, the problem that I'm running into right now is actually I don't focus on third-party energies, and I like to leave my querents having actionable steps, taking more control of their lives. Working with spirit, not having spirit offer things. So if you want to really dig into Chris's energy, I'm probably not the right reader for you. Okay, so maybe Leah, your next step is just waiting. We can see what the tarot says. Maybe your next step is waiting. Maybe it's not reaching out. Maybe it is moving on. Waiting with passion. I mean, I can pull some cards for you. Do you want to still pull some cards for you and just focus more on you? Is there another question you'd like to ask instead? Let's do this. What should Leah consider when waiting for Chris to reconcile with her? Let's do that. That might help. What should Leah consider while waiting for Chris to reconcile with her? That gives you power. That gives you power. That gives you something to pay attention to. Christy, you are the last free one. Christy is the last free one. We've got Leah, Natalie, and Christy. Going forward, it is $5 readings, everyone. $5 full moon readings. We had a full moon And yesterday I was anxious, and that's why I didn't get on. Today I'm doing better, but it was a very busy day. Okay, so what should Leah consider while waiting for Chris to reconcile with her? So Leah, what I want you to do, well, let's see what the cards say, because I already have ideas. I already have thoughts. I already have thoughts about what you can do. But I want to see what the cards say. I already have thoughts for you, Leah. All right, so Leah, what can Leah do? What should Leah consider while waiting for Chris to reconcile with her? Okay, kind of the same what I was thinking of. Okay, so what I want you to do, Leah, is while you are waiting for him to reach out to you, I want you to pay attention to his language and his body language, how he speaks to you in his apology or when he reconciles with you. I also want you to pay attention to his body language. Right now, we have the Six of Swords in reverse. So this means you are not going to let him get away with whatever it is he got rid of. You're not going to be washable. It's not going to be washed away. You are going to address the problem before the relationship moves forward. And if he's not willing to address the problem before the relationship moves forward, it's probably a good time to split or like just go your separate ways. But with the Six of Swords, you can't let him get away with this. Whatever's happening, you need to pay attention to how he's apologizing, if he's taking responsibility for whatever happened, all that kind of stuff. The card at the bottom of the deck is rather interesting here because you do have the Ten of Cups. The Ten of Cups is about completion, and this is an emotional completion. So I want you to pay attention to how this conversation goes, because if you have the Six of Swords in reverse and he accepts responsibility, he accepts that he did a part in this, he accepts that he did all this, I'm going to say go with the Ace of Cups and start a new relationship. Not start a new relationship, start over with him. Give him another chance. Go on a new emotional journey with him. However, if he says no to this and he wants to just skip over the apology part, I would say this is a completion card. The relationship is over, and your Ace of Cups is going to be more focused on you. So that's kind of how that is going to go, and that's kind of what I was thinking of as I was shuffling the cards, is just paying attention to what he's going to say to you in his apology or not in his apology, and that's how I would address this conversation. So Leah, I hope that was helpful to you. Please give me a follow, and if you haven't talked to him or if he hasn't reached out in a couple of weeks, if you want to pull some new cards, we can always do that, or you can always move on, like you mentioned before, and just not wait for him. I wouldn't wait for him. It doesn't seem like if he's the one who's made the mistake and not the one that you want him to reach out to you, I wouldn't hold your breath. But stranger things have happened. All right, so we've got Leah. Give me a follow, and we can revisit this in another couple of weeks and see what happens. Thank you, Linda. Hi. Yep, you do you. You do you, girl. Girl power. Do it. All right, so we've got Natalie and then Christy. Natalie, let's see, figured out a question to ask to anybody who just my question. What would be the best solution for my novel projects, because I'm torn between wanting to write a web fiction and wanting to self-publish them on Amazon? Okay. What should Natalie consider when publishing her projects? What should Natalie consider when publishing her stories? It's kind of both. You're self-publishing on both, it sounds like. You got a web fiction, and you've also got self-published them on Amazon. It sounds both like self-publishing. They're just both different forms. So Natalie, let's see. What should Natalie consider next in her writing career? Maybe that's something we can do. What should Natalie consider next in her writing career? I'm glad that you're a writer too, Natalie. That's kind of cool. That's fun. I like doing writing stories as well, and I like helping people with writer's block and doing all that stuff. So pulling cards on that is really fun for me. Okay, so Natalie, you are going to want to pay a little bit more attention. Oh, you are stuck behind. Oh. Okay, so Natalie, you are stuck between a rock and a hard place. You have the Two of Wands here. It looks like you have two different energies going this way, and it looks like both of your projects. So that's kind of what is going on here. For Hi Astera. So for everyone just kind of paying attention, Natalie's torn between two different writing projects, and she's trying to decide which one to go for. And we've got the Two of Wands, which is, it looks like she's got two different projects going on in her life. And this is what she's basically just asked about. So the Two of Wands is more about expansion, not expansion, that's the Three of Wands. The Two of Wands is about envisioning what you want your life to be like, what you're actually envisioning what you can do with this field. You're envisioning what the world will look like once you've built whatever you want to build on this field. The card that you're going to want to pay attention to, Natalie, is the Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles is about being comfortable in your surroundings, being comfortable with what you've built, comfortable with your material items, comfortable with your health, your body, and your money. There's a little bit of stability in there, a little bit more monetary gain. So I want to ask you, with your web fiction, how are you going to monetize your web fiction? Because you said that you were wanting to self-publish them on Amazon. How would you monetize your web fiction, out of curiosity? So YouTube's a little behind. It's okay. I thought about. Okay. Do you have a following on Medium, Natalie? Do you have a following on Medium? So everyone, I'm using the Easy Tarot. It's connected to the live. If you guys like these images, you're more than welcome to take a look at the link in the profile. You said you have 79 followers on one of my Medium. Interesting. On the other website, Morgan? Well, my free ones are filled up, unless Christy's not here, but my free ones are filled up now. Okay. Natalie, do you have anything published on Amazon right now, Natalie? Got it. Christy, you are next. You are next, Christy. And then after that, everyone who wants a reading, it's $5. We're doing $5 after that. Do you have anything else published, Natalie? Do you have any? Let's see. I did, but nothing was happening. So I think I'm going to ask you to experiment a little bit. And I want you to, so this is the thing. This is what I'm getting a ping to more go with Medium. And the reason why I'm getting a ping to go with Medium is because I'm hearing a lot of people, you can monetize your writing that way and publish a chapter at a time. And then you can get subscribers, and subscribers can pay a monthly fee to get your story a chapter at a time. Now, the thing that you want to pay attention to with that, though, is as it could be monetary, keeping up with that schedule can be kind of hard. So you want to make sure that you have the energy, or you have a backlog of all those stories. Now, if you think that your schedule doesn't if you think that your schedule does not mix with that, and you think that doing Amazon would be better and just posting links online, that might be a safer route to go. It kind of just is going to depend on which one you want to, which one is more best for your situation, for your schedule, for your dedication to your stories, how fast you type, and that kind of stuff. So, but again, in regards to which story to work on and where to do it, where to publish it, I would say focused on the monetary. Actually, it's very interesting, because I usually don't tell people to focus on the monetary monetary gains from it. But your specific question was what's the best solution for your projects, and you're torn between wanting to write the web fiction and wanting to self-publish them on Amazon. So it's going to depend on your schedule. Do you want to continue writing and just write and release a chapter a week and make sure that you can keep that up to keep your momentum going, to keep getting more subscribers on Medium? Or do you think it would be better just to finish the story, publish it on Amazon, share the links, and do all the marketing with that? I know I got a ping for Medium first, I don't know why, but I feel again, I'm kind of backtracking a little bit because I want to make sure that you remain true to yourself and you are aware of what works best for your schedule and how fast you can type and how much you can release in 1 month. So I want you to, probably what I would do, the last piece of advice that I would give you, Natalie, is probably take a day and journal about what one side looks like. What does your life look like releasing something once a day, or releasing a chapter once a week? What does your life look like? All the good, the bad? Are you missing social events? Are you typing fast? Are you scared that you're going to need to go and revise something after you've already published it? All that kind of stuff. And then see all the good and the bad. And then disregard all of that and go write the next journal entry with what your life looks like with Amazon. And then see how they both feel to you, and just take stock of that. And then you can see which one you're most comfortable with, because that's mostly what this is as well. With the 9 of Pentacles, it's being very comfortable with your body and comfortable with what you've built. So go through that, journal through those, and see how they feel. Are you good, Natalie? How are you feeling, Natalie? You have 6 journals you bought on Amazon. Well, now you can use one. So Natalie, yeah, okay. Give me a follow if you're not already, Natalie, and then we can revisit this in another couple of weeks once you've seen how you're feeling, and once you've kind of like seen what your schedule is like, and we can pull some new cards if you need to, and we can do that. YouTube, TikTok, wherever. I come on live on YouTube. I come on live on TikTok. Wherever you want to follow me, it's fine. And just let me know that you're Natalie. And I mean, Natalie's here on YouTube, but if you want to come on TikTok, you're more than welcome to follow me on TikTok as well. If you don't have TikTok, that's why I do YouTube. So yeah. So Natalie, yeah, give me a follow, and we can revisit this in another couple of weeks and see how you're feeling and see how the energies are landing with what you've decided. You like TikTok better than Orino, to be honest. Yeah, I started looking into it a little bit more again, and I think, I don't know, TikTok just might be the place to stay at for a while. We'll see what happens. Christy, what is your question for the tarot? Yeah, I don't know. I'd have to look at it again, but I think TikTok might be the place to stay at for a little bit, because I looked at the message that you sent me on Instagram, and I still need to research them. I might be still judging a book by its cover, but awesome. Thank you, Natalie. Yeah, I might, who knows? Maybe I will move. I don't know. I think I got a little perturbed about what happened on Saturday night with TikTok and getting dinged a little bit, but that might be what I don't know. Will I be in a relationship by the end of 2024? So Christy, we are going to change your question a little bit to make you feel a little bit more empowered. So instead of will you be in a relationship by the end of 2024, let's focus on how you can get into a relationship by the end of 2024. What can you do to attract I'm guessing romantic relationship, because that's what we're talking about. What can Christy do to attract a romantic relationship by the end of 2024? For some reason, I want to say cuffing season in your question. Yeah. But what can Christy do? What can Christy do to attract a romantic relationship by the end of 2024? What can Christy do to attract a romantic relationship by the end of 2024? I just ended the free readings, Rose. This is the last one. So we're doing $5 ones now. Let's see. What can Christy do to attract a romantic relationship by the end of 2024? What can Christy do to attract a relationship by the end of 2024? Okay, Christy, this is going to sound a little counterintuitive, but I want you to go along with me on this. I have the sun in reverse. A lot of people think that the sun in reverse or upright is very similar. I kind of agree in the same way, but I'm a little different on this. So the sun is ultimate clarity. It's ultimate happiness. The sun in reverse, I think you're going to have ultimate happiness and ultimate clarity within you. So what I want you to do is I want you to, whenever you can, whenever you get a chance, I want you to write down everything that you're looking for in a relationship. What you're looking for when conflicts come up, what you're looking for in activities, what does love look like to you, what is your love language, what is your receiving, what is your giving love language, look, what do you want to experience in a relationship? And I want you to envision that and bring that more to life and bring that more to yourself to understand what you're looking for in clarity from this new person that you're trying to attract. The other thing that I have right here is the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands is also in reverse. So with the Page of Wands in reverse, I'm going to ask you to not sleep around. There's a lot of, I mean, you can. I mean, we're human. We all have desires. We all have needs that need to be met. But I want you to, if you like, I want you to not, I feel like you need to, how do I say this? So let me rewind. The pages are the production assistants of the tarot. Pages are learning. They are learners. They're paying, there we go. They are learners. They're passing messages back and forth. This particular page is learning about their passions and their creative energy. And maybe they're also I think I'm changing, creative energy. Yeah. And the page of so in reverse, it feels like there might be a little bit of a block of your human desires, a little bit, just a little bit. So I feel like what you might want to do is pay more attention to your human desires, but also don't just accept an invitation when somebody asks you to do it. You want to make sure that you are safe, physically, mentally, emotionally. You want to make sure that it is the right move. I wouldn't start. There's like something that wants to come out of my mouth, and I'm not sure how to even word it, but it almost feels like you shouldn't start a relationship based on sex. That's what it feels like a little bit in that sense. So again, these are the cards that you're getting. They're both in reverse. And I want you to pay attention to more of what's going on within your body, within your mind, reverse cards are blocked, delayed, healing, or internal energy. And so I want you to really pay attention to what's going on inside whenever you're meeting new people. And with that manifestation that I just told you to do with the journaling, I just want you to make sure that when you are out and about meeting new people, make sure that you are exuding those things in a relationship. Make sure you are exuding those things toward the new people that you are trying to attract. You don't want to scare them off, but you also don't want to turn them away. Is this making sense a little bit, Christy? Is this making it? I'm just kind of, I feel like I'm rambling a little bit, but I'm just wondering, is this helping at all, Christy? Okay, cool. I just want to make sure because I just feel like I'm rambling. The Page of Wands is a little bit of a mystery to me. It just feels like, it just feels like you shouldn't start something based on something physical. I'm not saying you can't do that, but make sure that there's something behind that later, if that makes sense. Make sure there's something behind, a connection, I guess. And then pay attention when this is like this, pay attention try to flip this card over. That's what I'm going to ask you to do. Try to flip this card over and pay attention to the messages that your creativeness, and also with the Page of Wands, you want a new relationship. Pages again are inexperienced, so you want to really flip this over so that you're opening yourself up to new relationships. Make sure that what I would do also is, if you do have a type that you're looking for, I would probably half throw that out, because if you're looking for someone very specific, there's a chance he may not be there. He's also probably just in your head. But that doesn't mean he's not out there. But if you want to be in a relationship by the end of 24, leave your options open a little bit, and then flip this over so that you open yourself up to new things. I hope that helps, Christy. Give me a follow, and then in another couple of weeks, we can revisit this and see how you're doing with manifesting this relationship that you want to have by the end of the year. So with that, we are doing $5 tarot readings if anybody wants one. Did you know the page cards are ages birth 16? They can be. I feel like more the pages are more probably 15 and under-ish if you're going to go that route with doing ages, because the knights are more teenagers to mid 25s-ish area. They're like they're like figuring out lifetime and making mistakes and all that kind of stuff. The pages are very inexperienced to me. Yeah, 16 to 29, that's about right. Yeah. And then after that, if you wanted to go with that, queens can be a little older than that, and then kings are a little older than that. But also, a page can also be someone who's inexperienced in a job at 49. So if you're 50 and you're deciding to change jobs, you can totally be a page. You can totally be a page at 49. Just depends on what you're going into. I focus more on inexperience versus ages, but that's traditionally, if you're going with ages, that's true. That is true. That is what people look into. Hello, Justin. What's going on? Let's see. I want to get into this one. Perfect. All right, we're there. User 313, hello. For those of you who are just now on the live, I am using the Easy Tarot, and it is the tarot deck that is connected down in the TikTok shop. If you would like to purchase it and you like these photos, these pictures, feel free to purchase it, and you can have one for yourself. I think they're very pretty. And also what's interesting about this deck is that if you look at this is the Major Arcana. They've given it a black color up here. I didn't know wands were about work until I got a new. Yep, wands are about work, creative energy, and passions, and then cups are about emotions and creativity. And that's where I kind of paused a little bit earlier, because I still go with the emotions, more with the heart, more with the water, with the creativity, but I think that the wands are the steps behind that passion, if that makes sense. It's the creative work behind that creativity, if that makes sense. But for those of you who are joining here, we are looking at the Easy Tarot, and if you look at a Major Arcana card, they have a black. The artist has color-coded this. We've got black up here, and then if you look at the wands, we've got red up here at the top, and then you've got for water, for the cups, you've got blue, and then for you've got, some cups are actually orange. Oh, I'm sorry, this is swords. Swords are blue, and then cups are orange, and then pentacles are green. So it kind of makes it easier to learn the tarot if you want to look at it that way. So if you like color-coded cards, that's a good way. That's an interesting way to learn the deck, if you want to learn that way. Yeah, that's true. So we're at 3.2 likes here, and interesting. That makes sense. I don't know. It depends on what deck it is, I guess. I'm not going to say it makes sense. It depends on what the artist wanted. So I have to make a little bit of a change here because I used to give out free tarot readings every 5,000 likes, and I used to have people guess the card that I was holding up, and TikTok didn't like that. So we are going to change that, and I don't know how, but we haven't gotten the 5,000 likes yet. So when we get up to the 5,000 likes, I would like to give up one more, or give up. I would like to do another free tarot reading, but we need some likes and shares. So if we can get some likes and shares in here, that'd be awesome. And then maybe I'll just pick someone. We're trying to figure out what to do with that. But TikTok didn't like me guessing. TikTok didn't like me having you guys guess the number behind the card. They didn't like that. So I am trying to adhere more to their liking so that I don't get banned. Yeah, it was ridiculous. That is fairly true. I know. No, I know. I know you. I know you meant TikTok. I know. Let's see. Let's do some shares in here. Let's get some shares going. Go in here. Get some shares going. Try to get some more people in here so we can actually start giving away some free readings. Let's give away some free readings. How do we feel about that? Let's give away some free stuff. That'd be cool. You're already in here, Morgan. I almost shared the live with you. Let's do that. Pam, hello, Pam. How are you doing? Yep, everyone loves free, and it's the full moon. We can totally let's use the full moon to our advantage. Let's do it. I don't even know who I'm sharing this with. I feel like I'm sharing it. I don't like how TikTok has this set up because I feel like I'm sharing my live with multiple people, with the same live to multiple people at this multiple times, and I feel like I'm annoying. Let's see. There we go. We'll do that. Okay, we've shared some stuff. Maybe I should restart the live because I know we're at 3.6, but maybe I should restart the live. Yay, that's good. Nobody's on YouTube either. So interesting. Adam Rodriguez, hello. For 2 hours. What was he doing for 2 hours? FS21, hello. Okay, got it. Yeah, forget about Married Man. You need to forget about Married Man. He needs to not be on your list. You can talk to him to say hi, but he needs to not be on your crushing list. Yep, just breathe. Just breathe. And then, again, you might want to do a couple of ceremonies of just like burning it. Like put all your feelings down. I love him. I like him. Heart yourself. You know, like do like what teenagers do with like your initials and heart each other and all that stuff, and then just burn it. I'm glad you took my advice. That's I don't want to sound pompous, but I'm glad you took my advice. Yeah, and the teenager feelings suck. I mean, they're nice to feel, but they suck because you lose yourself. And maybe I'm too jaded. I don't know. I'm single right now, so I don't know that it's that I'm not really looking at the moment. Right now, I'm trying to meet some more people and whatever. Or that's a lie. I'm trying to actually just build my business at the moment, and I need to just focus on that, making sure I have a roof over my head. That's what I'm focusing on right now. Okay. Didn't you have a new guy? Didn't you have a new guy you were talking to? Where's your new guy that you were talking to? Where's your new guy? Didn't you have a new guy? Or was it Luke that you were talking to? Wasn't there a new guy? Didn't go well. Got it. Well, let's, I mean, if we get up to 5,000 likes, I'll do a reading and we can see what you can do to attract a new person or feel more comfortable not having a new person. I don't know. Rigidoto, third eye dragonfly. Hello, that's a cool name. Nick Riken. Hello, Nick. How'd you come up with third eye dragonfly? All right, let's ignore. We can ignore the ignore the love questions. When we get up to 5K, we'll ask a different question. No one's on YouTube. I'm just here on YouTube for you guys as well. I was not able to go live earlier today. Let's see. I'm a psychic and was told by the dragon. Oh, that's cool. All right. When you said when I read Dragonfly, for some reason I thought the Dragonfly Inn from Gilmore Girls. That's what went through my head. Gangy, hello, Gangy. What's your specialty, psychic? Sorry, psychic. What's your specialty, third eye dragonfly? As a psychic, what's your specialty? What do you do? Hello, Isaac. I need a. Or if you do you have a specialty? Thank you for liking the live, Morgan. What does pick view mean? You read tarot but have picture view? What does that mean? I mean, I'm down for it. Morgan, did you see things in... Oh, that's cool. Interesting. I once met someone who, I don't think she considered herself a psychic, but she could look at people's pictures and see what they were feeling as they were, when the picture was taken. So I thought that was kind of an interesting gift to have. Morgan, I was going to tell you that I saw a device that people can buy now to attach to their phones, and it taps the screen like a lot really fast. Yeah, okay. Interesting. Picks in my head. That's very interesting. And yeah, it's a tapper or something, and you can connect it to your phone, and it can make you like a live, like in 1,000 likes in like a minute. Like it was bonkers. Bunny, hello, Bunny. I mean, it gets really close and it just taps. I don't know. Okay. When did you discover that you were a psychic, third eye dragonfly? I would say so. There's dream interpreters. There's dream stuff. You might want to ask the psychic here, though. Third eye dragonfly what ability is dreams? I guess it depends on what she does with the dreams. I guess that helps. Blake, hello, Blake. 13, okay. Yeah, but Morgan, I wonder if that's maybe something you should try doing. Okay, the deceased come to you. Interesting. I wonder if Morgan should try experimenting with her dreams. Like, you should try, Morgan, I just thought of something. Are you Bruno? Are you Bruno, Morgan? Hello, Cameron. Did you not watch Encanto? Morgan, you need to go watch Encanto. If you don't know who Bruno is, you need to go watch Encanto. Like, now. Well, watch it after this live. But go watch Encanto, and you'll know what I'm talking. It's a character in Encanto, and people were scared of his premonitions. That's what I'm going to tell you about it. So I wonder if maybe you need to start telling people about your premonitions, and maybe things will come true, and see if your gifts are something worth talking about. Huh, interesting. Awesome. Thank you very much, Third Eye Dragonfly. So, yeah, my style in tarot is a lot different. And people sometimes rub off, like, for the most part, once they get the reading, people are happy with it. But I focus more on the actual querent. So earlier I've had people ask, like, will somebody reconcile with me? Or is my ex-boyfriend thinking of me? And I asked the querent to let's restructure the question to focus more on the querent versus the third party. I don't really like to read third parties, partly because I don't have access to that. I don't have access to that energy. So I focus more on the querent to give them actionable steps that they can do to fix their problem, to feel more in control in their lives. And usually people like it. And usually I go into a little bit more in depth with that. So that's my style. That's how I was taught tarot. Instead of divination, when will this happen? Will something happen? There's always divination with it. If I do, like, year in advance stuff and whatnot. But when I'm in TikTok readings, I usually try to look at the present moment and try to get my querents to pay attention to their presentness instead of hoping for someone else to make a move when they can make the move themselves. That's more of my style. We have 5K. All right, Morgan. How should we do this? Should I give? Well, Morgan, you've been here. I'll give you the free one, Morgan. I guess I'll give you the free one, Morgan. And then Third Eye, Third Eye, FYI, I have been doing readings for about a month, a month and a half here on TikTok, and TikTok got mad at me. They don't like, I was originally doing every 5,000 likes, I was pulling a card and letting viewers guess the card number. And on Saturday, they told me that's gambling, and they didn't like it. So I've been thinking about it over the last couple of days, trying to figure out how to give away free tarot readings going forward, because if TikTok's going to keep violating, if TikTok's going to keep dinging me for that, I need to change my tactic. So Morgan's been here for a while, and I guess we're gonna give her the reading this time. But I might pick names. I'm not sure what I'm going to do. Yeah, it's a whole new thing. I'm trying to figure out what to do with it. I don't exactly know what to do with it. But right now, Morgan, what is your question? Because you said you weren't going to ask a love question. You wanted to ask something different. Hello, Lizard King. You have the perfect question. And Morgan's been here numerous times. So theoretically, she knows how to, there you go. How can you handle your family arguments? See? She's been here numerous times, so she knows exactly how to word her questions, and she likes being here, and I like having her here. Hello, Tia. Tia, I totally thought you were like a vampire slayer because you got SVTS. I totally thought you were going to be like Tia the Vampire Slayer. Interesting. Does ice cream mean anything to you more? Third Eye, do you mean ice cream with Morgan in general, or ice cream with handling family arguments? So right now we're asking if more... just see the pic. All right, you don't know. All right, Morgan, so pay attention to ice cream. For those of you who are just now joining in, I am using the Easy Tarot for this live. And if you like the images on it, you are more than welcome to go down to the TikTok shop down in the link below and purchase it for yourself, so you can have it as well. I actually kind of like it. It's color coded a little bit, and it helps you learn the tarot a little bit quicker and read it faster. Morgan, I'm going to, you asked, hold on, let me go back up here. Yeah, and this is going to help you, Morgan. Hold on, where did it go? How can you handle family arguments? So this is what I want you to do, Morgan. You have the Sun, and you also have the Page of Cups. Now, we know the Page of Cups, we just had this discussion. The Page of Cups is a very inexperienced person. The Page of Cups is also about emotions. So the thing that I got mostly with this Page of Cups is that you need to be paying more attention to how your family communicates with their emotions. Because pages are also passing messages back and forth. So pay attention to those messages about how they're passing them down. Yeah, try not to melt down the ice cream. Yeah. So I would really pay attention to how they're wording things. I also want you to pay attention to how you are wording things to them. There's a sense of when you are in a issue or an argument with your family, there is a sense of things getting heated a lot, heated via melting ice cream. I want you, Sarah, we are doing, I'm doing $5 readings, but Sarah, if you get my likes up to 10K likes, I will do a free reading. That's how I'm doing free readings right now. But every 5,000 likes, I'm doing a free one. Yeah, so Morgan, you are going to need to... Interesting. I just got that third eye, that with the sun melting the ice cream, but I actually got more of a whenever I see the sun, I get more of a clarity, not necessarily a heat. So with her being a hothead, the images I was getting here was more clarity. What I was going to suggest, what I think the tarot was suggesting at first, and we can always change this, not change it. I don't want to change it, but like add the heat in later. I feel like what you need to do is with your arguments with your family, when they get heated, I want you to bring it down a notch and say, like, let's not focus, like, simplify it. That's more of what I'm trying to say here. Let's simplify the argument. Don't walk. Okay, when you are arguing with your family, is it accusatory or is it just you're around the arguments? Is it you actually being involved in the arguments, or is it you're just around the arguments? Because that would actually probably help with this question. Hello, it is what it is. Hello, Kitty. Both in and around. So if you are not directly, you try not to argue. So, okay. If you are not directly involved in the argument, I don't think that you need to focus on that for yourself. I think you walking away and having enough clarity to walk away from the argument is probably sufficient. However, if you are in the argument, if you are the one involved in the argument, what I want you to do is I want you to tell the other person, we need to simplify this argument. Let's not focus on everything that we're fighting about right now. We need to simplify it and go down to the minimal things that what's the bare minimum? What's the basic? Let's there's a reason why it's getting so heated up to where it is. So what started it? What was the event that started the way that you are feeling? And that's what triggered this. And then go further back into that. And then that's probably where you're going to find this Page of Cups energy. You're going to be able to find out what actually emotionally triggered the argument. Control of emotions, control of ice cream, not letting it melt. That's true. See? That's what I mean. So I think that when the argument gets too heated and you're melting the ice cream, also, if you look at it, like, he's carrying a cup, and that could be an ice cream cone. Could be. But I really think that what you need to do is when you are in an argument with your family and you are directly involved, you need to figure out what the trigger was that started it. What was the trigger that started your family member to be angry? And then backtrack from that and say, for example, if you are fighting with someone and they are going off on you and they are blah, 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 whatever, you can be like, whoa, 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 we need to stop. What triggered this? When did you begin feeling this way? And if they answer something to the effect of, you missed an invoice, or you moved my car, or whatever, whatever the thing is, you can go back to that moment and say, I'm sorry that I did this. I did this because XYZ, or I did this to try to help you. I didn't mean to hurt you, all that kind of stuff. And then see if that should probably help the argument to where you can go through the next couple of things and just kind of work through it to lead up to the point that the argument is at. Does that make sense? Does that process, instead of focusing on what's here, let's focus on what triggered it and work your way up to it. So that way, by the time you get here, it may not even be an issue. Does that make sense? Hold on. I'm still something about the ice cream. It's been that way for years. Hold on. What's the tarot trying to tell us? Let's do this. I'm gonna do something I rarely do. I'm actually gonna pull these cards out, and let's pull a clarifier card. Let's pull a couple of clarifiers and see if this will help, because we're a little confused. These are actually longer. These are longer questions. This is a longer argument. The tarot does not want to give you a clarifier card because I've tried shuffling it and it's not shuffling. Okay, there we go. Let's see. Hi, Cisco. I'm trying to figure out, can you a little bit more about the messes for arguing? Let's see. Come on, tarot. We're confused about what you're trying to tell us. What should she do with all these arguments about renovations of the house? How can she handle this? Yeah, because it feels very innocent. Do you own the house, Morgan? Do you own the house? Hi, Ryan. Why are you arguing about the house? If you're one day going to own it, why are you arguing about the house? Do you want the house in a certain way and they don't want it that way? What's happening to it? Because I have some new clarifications here, I think. It's not being finished. Okay. Why is it not being finished? Are you guys making your own, what is that, Winchester Mystery House? Are you making your own, like it was forever, it was on construction, like a lot. So are you just doing your own Winchester Mystery House situation up there? But what's the deadline? Like, why is there a deadline? Like, no, I know that there's money involved and whatnot, but like, is anybody living in the house now? Okay. This is my thought. You got the Strength card in reverse. You also have the Page of Pentacles in reverse. So these are the clarifier cards that we got. My thought on this is that you probably don't need to have a say in what happens to the house, at least at this point in time. I know that you're arguing, the family's probably arguing, but I feel like with the Page of Pentacles in reverse, again, pages are learning, passing messages back and forth. Pentacles are our health, our body, our money, and the things that we can touch. House is a thing that you can touch. So I think that what the tarot is telling you, how to focus on problems with your, oh, interesting. Yeah. So what I feel like the tarot is telling you here with regard to this Page of Cups, I think you need to focus more on your emotions right now and not focus on the house. The house is something you can touch. The house is material. The house is where people live. If you're going to eventually own the house, deal with all the renovations that you want when you own the house. If your family is going to fight over it, let them fight over it. Just let them do it. You don't need to focus on that right now. If it's bothering you, walk away. That's probably what the sun is telling you as well. Focus on what you can control, because the Strength card reversed, you don't want to fight too much. You don't want to, like, this is probably paying. It's a lifelong argument, but it's not your lifelong argument. That's the problem. I think you're taking on somebody else's argument when you don't need to. I don't think it's an argument you need to be holding on to your back. So I think that you need to release that. Walk away from it. Don't even be the messenger. Don't worry about it. Don't be the page. Just walk away from it. You don't need to pay attention to any of those messages. So so we asked the tarot, how can you deal, or what was it? How can you, there's so many comments back here. We asked the tarot, what did we ask? Connection. How can you handle your family arguments? I honestly think that how you're going to handle your family arguments is just letting them fight it out. Let them do it. If this is not affecting you, if you don't own the house, like, if they ask for your opinion, super cool. But if you don't own the house, if you're not the one in charge of the contract, if you're not the one doing the contract work, go focus and go do something fun. Go work. You have a job interview that you're waiting on interviews on stuff back. If they vent to you about it, you need to let them know. Like, be the emotional kid. Like with your Page of Cups here, I would tell them, you know what? I know that you're venting to me. Well, that's a lie. I'm gonna not even say that. What I'm gonna say is, when they vent to you, don't take on their pain. If you want to be clear with them, with the Sun card, be clear with them. Let them know that I'm not going to do anything about it. I will be your vent, but I'm not going to be your therapist about it. But, like, stay out of it. Stay innocent. Stay emotionally clear. Listen to them. They're your family. But make sure that you know what you can and cannot take control of at the moment. Does this make sense a little bit? I feel like be the vent, but don't take on what they try to put onto you. I don't think that's your space. I don't think that's needed. I don't think you need to worry about that. And so when they ask you all this stuff, like taking sides and whatnot, I would be Swiss. I would just walk away and just be like, you know what? I'm just here to listen. I'm not involved in this conversation. I will gladly help where I can, but right now I'm not involved. This is an argument you guys are dealing with. You guys deal with it. When it's my turn, I will step in, but right now you guys deal with it. And then go off to your job, go off to your art class that you're doing next month. Go off and do your things. But that's how I believe the tarot is. What they're telling you is that I think it's time for you just to make sure that you are emotionally, just pay attention to your emotions. Don't take on what they are talking about. Let them vent, but let them handle it. And you just be innocent. You just be innocent. Be your innocent emotional self. I know it's annoying. That's where you can walk away. And also, if you want to, if it's annoying and you really don't like it, you can tell them, stop venting to me. Be clear with them. I'm done. I can't do this anymore. If you guys want to talk about venting, or if you want to go do something, you guys need to go get a therapist. You guys need to do group therapy. You need to talk amongst yourselves, do all that kind of stuff. That's what I would do with that, Morgan. If it's that annoying to you, yeah. And then if you don't want to hear it, hi, Kanisha, hi. And then if you don't want to hear it and they keep trying to talk to you, walk away. Like, at that point, they are crossing your boundary. Well, that's their problem. At that point, they are crossing your boundary. You've told them, I'm not in this argument. I am done. Do not argue with me. This is not my argument. And then just walk away. Like, they might get mad at you, but it's not your argument. It's not your stuff to hold on to. So they're going to get mad at you because they want you to be involved. They want you to be involved in the drama, but you don't have to be involved in the drama. Yeah, you can only control ourselves. And again, if you tell them that you are done, I'm annoyed at you guys venting at me, at this point, it is crossing your boundary if they try to argue with you. It's crossing a boundary. You've set a boundary. You've said, no, I'm done. And if they try to bring you in, they've crossed a boundary. So you need to be strong with that boundary. That is your boundary that you have set, and you have told them no. I know it's frustrating, but eventually it'll just get more practice with that, and it'll just roll off your back. It's just somebody else's drama. They will deal with it. Let them do their thing. But you go do your art class. You go be delusional. I support you being delusional. Go be your lovely self. Go be the Page of Wands. Go explore your emotions. Go. That's what I would say. So everyone, hello. We are doing, I'm doing $5 tarot readings right now. If anybody wants a free one, we're going to do it at 10K likes. But we are trying to figure out a new way to do that. You're welcome, Morgan. I hope that was helpful. Yeah, if it's been the same argument, it's just going around in circles and it's not helping. So, like, unless you want to be a mediator, just leave it alone. Unless you want to be a mediator, just leave it alone. That's what I would say. Tonight we are using the Easy Tarot, and it is connected to the TikTok shop down in the link below if you would like to use this right here. If you want to do a $5 reading, there is a link in my profile for that. It will take you to a bunch of different places that you can purchase one. But also, if you want to do we can do the gifts. I'm open to gifts. I think I put on a manifestation gift on this live. That would be awesome. List is open. Let's see. Yep, that's on them, Morgan. That's on them. Don't worry about if they're gonna keep trying to drag you into it. Just again, I would put that boundary. I'm done. It's not my argument. I'm not gonna get involved. I don't have the time for it. I'm gonna go do my art class. I'm gonna go be Delulu. Siren by the Moon. Hello. That's good. But yeah, if you guys all this is the go be Delulu. Go keep being Delulu. So this is the everyday not everyday, sorry. This is the Easy Tarot. If you look at this, you've got on the major arcanas, it's color coded with black here. And then you've got for Pentacles, it's color coded with green. I am doing $5 questions or $5 readings. It's not yes or no. How did I learn how to read like what? Hello, H-Town. Anissa, if you are still here at 5,000 likes, I can give you a free reading. I'm sorry, at 10,000 likes, I can give you a new reading. So at 10,000 likes, every 5,000 likes, I'm giving away a new free reading. And if you are sticking around, I would be happy to give you one at 10,000 likes. Bye, Third Eye Dragonfly. Nice to see you again, or here. Nice to meet you. And I guess we will see you another time. Like the way I understand the suits. It's the way how you understand the suits is all in the instruction books. I just kept reading all the instruction books, and that's how I learned. But this is the Easy Tarot. It's one of the first decks that I bought, and just the way how they approach it, they want to make it. It's designed to make it a little easier for a reader to be color coded with the suits. So they color coded all the majors are black. All the majors here are black, and then all the, let's see, that's a black one. Like this is a wands. All the wands are red. Yeah, all the wands are red. It's a black one. All the green ones, the pentacles. Also, if you think about it, pentacles are our health, our body, and our money. And pentacles are earth. And earth is usually green. It's trees. It's plant growth. It's plants. And that's why they use green for it. So it's a little bit more color coding that way. So it gets kind of in your head a little bit. Red, again, is with the wands, and wands is associated with fire. Red is hot. So that's kind of how they did that. I personally think that swords should have been yellow, but I didn't design the deck. But they made swords be blue. Where's the blue one? Here we go. Swords are blue here. I think that it should have been cups, but I wasn't the designer. I don't know exactly the reason why they did it. I mean, blue is also, I do kind of see where they get with blue with this, is that blue is a cooler color and swords are steel, and steel can be cold and metal can be cold. So there is a little bit of a connection there with the swords. I still think it should have been water. Still think it should have been blue. Whatever, but I mean, that's the connection that I come up with. Whether or not that's the way that they did it or not is completely up to them. In regards to cups, though, they chose orange. They chose orange, which isn't a bad thing. I'm not against it. It's just that's what they chose for cups. Hi, Chris. But yeah, that's how they chose to do this one. That would probably be your own deck, because I would not have associated that with pink. Just hanging out, doing some $5 readings for tonight. We are on for probably about another hour. I have to be up tomorrow at 5 o'clock in the morning. I do not get why you wanted to make it pink. I do not understand why you wanted to make it pink, Morgan. I have to be up at like 5:30 tomorrow because I need to be on set at 8 o'clock in the morning. And it's going to be a very bad day. I mean, I like Major Arcana being purple. That'd be cool. So I'm probably only going to be on for about another hour till about 9:30 maybe. But I'm willing to give away. Got it. That's probably for you, because I also don't do pregnancy readings as much. I do a little bit, but it's more of advising on how to get in the delicate connection. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what TikTok likes or doesn't like. I don't like doing pregnancy readings when people say, "Am I going to get pregnant?" And because my first question is, "Have you had sex?" It's always my first question. And if they say no, well, then I'm like, well, then you're probably not. It's science. What I do with my readings, if I ever get something like that, it's more of what should I consider doing in order to get pregnant. So that would be more connecting with your body. That would be more giving, like, it feels, usually when I get a pregnancy question, it's usually the woman putting so much pressure on her body to get pregnant with every single interaction that she has with her partner. And her body is so tightly wound up that it just can't let go and relax and let things grow and come in and do things, what it needs to do in order to get pregnant. But so my readings, I guide them on relaxing. I guide them on what they can do mentally to tell their body how they can be thankful for their body for what it's doing. I also tell them a little bit more probably about how they can just have fun with it and not have an expectation with the encounter that they have with their partner, that kind of a thing. That's what I do. That's how I associate. That's how I do my pregnancy reading. So I don't ever do, will I ever get pregnant? Because that's just stupid. What deck have you never used, Morgan? For those of you who are just now joining, we are doing $5 tarot readings. Feel free to like and share the live. At 10,000 likes, I will give away a free reading. Dreams of Gaia. I think I've heard of that one. I don't have it, but I think I've heard of it. Yeah, I think I did. I think I just saw it. I went to a magic shop, I think, last night, and I think I saw Dreams of Gaia. I didn't look at it, but I saw the box of it, I think. Interesting. I mean, also Mother Nature is having some issues right now. She's very hot right now. She's not in like with us right now. She does not like her visitors. Thank you for the follow, Anissa. For everyone who's just now joining, I am Chris. I usually do tarot readings for Writer's Block. That's the business that I'm building, but I also do personal tarot readings here on TikTok because I believe in the power of them. And that's what I'm doing here, just to let everyone know what I do. I'm getting to know the community a little bit more. I am learning a little bit more about the app every single day. There's always something new that I'm learning. Today we are using the Easy Tarot. And the Easy Tarot, these images are the cards that we're using. And if you like the images, you can always go down to the TikTok shop and you can look at if you like the images, you can buy it yourself. Hello, Beach Baby. What's going on? I don't remember your name. Did you ever tell me your name, Beach Baby? I forgot. I'm sorry. I meet so many different people. It's kind of hard to find. It's hard to remember everyone's name individually. I'm getting some people, but not all of them. Let's see. What else can I tell you guys? 10,000 likes. I'll give away a free one. I've already told Anissa I would do it for her. Okay, got it. Cool. I remember your name. I remember your screen name, Beach Baby. I just didn't remember if I did one for you or not. I remember your screen because I know you've been here before. If anybody wants a reading, it is $5. What is the full name for Venmo? Mine or yours? This one? That's just the @ sign. That's just the @ sign. It's Chris. It's my name, Chris Lily TV. If you do go to the link in my profile, there is a button, and you can click on buttons, and you can it's there. I actually put it there. I changed it on Saturday. I did something, I guess, that TikTok didn't like, and so I changed my link in my profile. So if you go there, there's actually a direct link. Oh, the V right. Oh. Can you guys not see that? Is this better? Is that better? And look. Yeah. Got it. Okay. Yeah, I just moved it over just a little bit. Let's see. What else can I tell you guys? All the links are in my profile. TikTok got a little mad at me on Saturday night, so I had to make some changes in how I'm wording things, and I'm trying to be careful of I have a tendency to talk with my hands a lot, and TikTok didn't like that, so I'm trying to be a little bit more conservative to make sure that I don't get dinged. So all the links are in my profile for you to get a reading. If you would like to also do it with this gift here, gifts are always appreciated. I can always do that. There's a manifestation gift that I put on here that I thought that would be kind of cool. We are at 7.2 likes at 10K. It looks like I'm giving Anissa a free reading because I told her that I would. So if you would like to help Anissa get a free reading, then we will do that. Originally, I was doing like this card game to where I'd let people guess the card that I drew, and TikTok told me it was gambling. So I have to revise how I'm giving away free readings now. It's not my favorite. I liked the game, but this deck helps. Are you talking about Dreams of Gaia, or are you talking about Easy Tarot, Morgan? Yeah, the game was fun. I liked the game. It gave me comments. It helped people be more interactive. There was, okay, Dreams of Gaia, got it. Yeah, I liked the game too, but they thought it was gambling, and I'm like, that's so weird. So, I mean, I guess it could be, but it was fun. So I don't know. Whatever. So Anissa, what's going on tonight? What's happening? Are you hanging out, being cool? Interesting. How's your evening, Anissa? I'll make sure all these are facing the same way. Every time I shuffle, it feels like someone's not facing the same way. 3033. That's correct. That's the same one. That's how I would read the High Priestess as well. I'm waiting for the email to come in. Oh no, I'm so sorry. Oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah, send me pictures on Instagram. I'm fine with that. Let's see. It's not coming through yet. There we go. Cecilia, we got you. What is up, Cecilia? What is your question for the tarot? Oof, yeah, I am so sorry, Anissa. That's oof. Well, let's see if we can give you some guidance at 10K. What is Cecilia's question for the tarot? Wonder if I should just risk it and stay on till 10. Wonder if I should just risk it. See what happens. Renette, okay, struggling with current career. I'm trying to get back in my old career, but it's hard. So what is your old career? If you are commenting, Cecilia, it is not going through. It's getting filtered. Oh, lab testing. Ooh. Yeah, real estate, that's rough. That's a rough one. Real estate's an issue right now. Laboratory testing. Lex. All right, I saw that Lex got one as well. Thank you very much, Lex. So you will be after Cecilia here. I'll write down Lex here. Lex is next. That's for Cecilia. So let's do Cecilia. Let's do what's something Cecilia should consider when going back into laboratory testing? How can Cecilia get back into laboratory testing? It's going to be interesting. Let's see what they come up with. How can Cecilia get back into laboratory testing? What should she consider? when getting back into laboratory testing? What should Cecilia consider when getting back into laboratory testing? Is there someone Cecilia can talk to about getting back into laboratory testing? Is there someone who can help Cecilia get back into laboratory testing? Okay, based on what we know about the tarot, Cecilia, it looks like you might want to try talking to somebody. It seems like you've got the Two of Swords in reverse, so it does seem like you've made this decision. You don't need to pay attention to your intuition because you've made the decision. You know you want to leave real estate and you want to go back into laboratory testing. So that's fine. There might be a little bit of hardness right now just because, like you said, it's difficult to get back into it. However, the card that at the bottom of the deck is you've got the King of Swords. Now, traditionally, what we know about the court cards is that they can usually mean other people. I don't really do third-party readings, but like you mentioned, you're having a hard time getting back into your old career. So I'm wondering if there is a person that you can reach out to that already is doing all of this communication. Also, swords are thoughts and communication. So is there someone that you can reach out to and say, hey, I used to be in laboratory testing. Is there any positions open? Has something changed in the last couple of months or years, however long you were doing it? What would you suggest in trying to get back into it? Maybe try looking. I don't know. I don't want to necessarily say a mentor. That's a possibility. I would think a mentor would be more of the Hierophant. But the King of Swords seems like you might want to. You could also, if you want to even flip this on yourself, you could also be the King of Swords, and you could also take control and be the king. So this king rules his kingdom through his thoughts and his communication. He knows that some people are going to get hurt. He knows that some people are going to thrive, but he does what's best for his kingdom. So in regards to you going for, in regards to going back to your old career, I feel like there should be some thoughts and communication, and just being aware that the sword is double-edged. But I'm still thinking, for some reason, the only thing that's really strongly coming up for me right now is trying to talk to somebody, use a connection. And I know that that's kind of like old school way of thinking, but I wonder if there is a person that you can talk to. You've done this already. I was turned down. I have to think of someone. Probably, let's see. Yeah, I would just that's kind of what I'm saying. I'm just, for some reason, I keep seeing another owner, another company, person who owns another laboratory company. That's what I'm getting from this. It's just I'm just speaking more to more people. It's not, you usually don't use it as one and done. I would try reaching out. I hate saying this. I'm going to kill myself for saying this. LinkedIn. I know that LinkedIn, people swear by it. I have not had much success with LinkedIn, but LinkedIn might be a really good place, especially for laboratory stuff. It seems like that might be a little bit more of a professional route. So that might be someone to go into. That might be a space to go into. Look up some laboratory stuff on LinkedIn and see if those people there might be a little bit more mindful. You're on LinkedIn a lot. I'm on it, but I'm not. Like, I don't have much success on it. I don't know. I'm using it just because I'm using it, but I don't have much success on it. What kind of laboratory testing did you do? And then Lex, we'll get to you. Lex, you're next. I'm wrapping Cecilia in a hospital. Can you talk to different hospitals? Can you talk to different leaders in different hospitals, or even look at I don't know how they hire people at hospitals, but maybe they have different positions open. And I wonder if you can just go to a different local hospital and talk to a different doctor I wonder if you can just talk to a different doctor, a different department, and I wonder if that might be something helpful to do instead of just focusing on the people that you know. Maybe you do need to focus on someone that you don't know, and just reach out and just try it and see what happens. I think it is. I think that if the king came up reversed, I would have thought that it's not. Yeah, if the king came up reversed, I would have said probably not such a good idea, especially with the two of swords being in reverse. I would have thought that. No, if the king came up in reverse, I would think that I would think it probably wouldn't have been a good idea. But I think that because you've already made the decision, I feel like the king is. I think it's a good. I think you're okay to change. I think you're okay to change. I wouldn't like continue doing real estate while you're looking for this person, whoever this person is. But that's kind of how I would read it. I know you said that you did it once already, and I don't know if this is being at all that much helpful to you. Since you feel like you've already done it, I want to give you something else, something more, but I don't have much of else to go off of, if that makes sense. But yeah, if this was, because also if it wasn't if you were really caught between a rock and a hard place with both of these jobs, I also would have thought the two of swords would have come up in reverse or in upright. Because if the two of swords came up upright, you would be trying to decide between your two careers. But because it came up reversed, it's blocked, delayed, healing, or internal energy. And because you've already made that decision, yeah. I have 8.8, Anissa. When I see 10, I can do your reading. But keep liking it because TikTok has a tendency to slow you guys all down. Yeah, you've been trying to decide for years, but it seems like you've made that decision. It seems like you're good. It seems like you've made the decision to leave real estate, go for it, change, do your thing. Just I would focus on your contacts. I would focus on a very thoughtful person. Yeah, mine says 8.8. I don't know. TikTok has a problem with my likes sometimes. It slows it down. I don't know why. But I will put Anissa down after Lex unless someone else pays or donates. I'll put you down after Lex unless someone else donates. But yeah, okay, cool. As long as that's helping, Cecilia, I'm sorry that I wasn't as I feel like I wasn't as helpful as I wanted to be in that one. But if you give me a follow, I think you're probably following me. But if you want to, let's revisit this in another couple of weeks and see if the energies have shifted with all the efforts and all the people that you're going to try reaching out to and different doctors and different departments. And maybe that will help get some of that energy flowing a little bit. No worries, Alyssa. No worries. Don't worry. Don't worry. All right. So Lex, what is your question for the tarot? And then unless someone else donates before, interesting. What is Lex's question for the tarot? I've got 8.9 now, so it seems to be working. Interesting. Huh. Okay. Struggling with love access, with a love aspect of your life, and you're just in your feelings towards somebody. Cecilia, I'm trying to go live Monday through Thursday. Feelings that won't go away. I'm trying to go live Monday through Thursday. I was doing it in the mornings at 10 o'clock-ish. It seems to have gone dead now that school has started, so I'm going to try going live more often at night. And I'm going to try also more often during the weekend. I don't really have a specific schedule because I work background in TV shows, and TV shows are kind of sporadic. So like tomorrow, I probably won't be on because I'm going to be working a lot in the heat, and I don't think that I'll be able to come on, and I'll be exhausted. But yeah, so I try to come on as much as I can, but mostly probably at night. So Lex, feelings that won't go away. love aspect of my life, just feelings towards somebody. Feelings that won't go. I just want to find clarity. It's been so long. I want to know how I should move forward. Got it. Okay, well, let's see. How you did not like that. All right, come on. Let me fix my posture here. Okay. How can Lex move forward from this person? How should Lex consider moving on from this person that he likes? So there's no reciprocation from this person? Is there any chance for any reciprocation from this person? Is there any, like, again, Lex, is there, like, have you told this person that you like them? Is there any chance for them to like you back? Do they know that you like them and they're just being mean? Okay, got it. So the question is going to be more, Lex, how can Lex discover what happened here? How can Lex discover if this other person likes him back? Lex, are you a he, him, or are you a she, her? Tammy, we are doing $5 tarot readings. We're not doing free ones at the moment. She, her, got it. So Lex, how can Lex find out if the guy she likes, I'm guessing it's a guy, how can Lex discover if the guy she likes her back? How can Alex discover if the guy she likes her back? There's confusion about this crush, and she wants to know what she should do next regarding it. She wants some clarity on this crush that she's having right now. How can she discover what to do next? How can she discover if this guy likes her back? How can she discover if this guy likes her back? I'm going to tell you some stuff that you are not going to like. It's going to be scary to you, but I think that it would be beneficial for you as well as a life growth and strength moment. Strength being the operative word, Lex. You did get the strength card. So the strength card, to me, it is she is making friends with a wild animal, and with the strength card, to me, it's our parts of ourselves that we are ashamed of. So because it is on the outside, I am getting more of a, is there a way that you, when you are talking to this person, seeing a little bit more about, this is going to be a little bit awkward to talk about up front, and you might need to be a little bit sneaky about this, but like talk to him a little bit more about what his kinks are. Talk to him a little bit more about what he visualizes when he, not necessarily when he's doing dirty things, but just like, is there other things that maybe try to talk to him a little bit more about what he feels ashamed about a little bit, and just like acknowledge that and bring that to the surface and see if he's open to talking to you about that kind of stuff. Now that's a little bit, it's going to be awkward. It's going to be very awkward. The reason why I'm saying it, talking to him about it, is because if this card came up reversed, then it would be more blocked, delayed, healing, or internal energy. So that's where I'm getting that. But I think that there's something going on the outside that might be able to be a good conversation starter in order to discover more about this guy, to maybe even find out if you will like him in general. Like maybe he's just cute and you like want to find out more about what he's ashamed of, more about what his secrets are, more about what, okay. So that kind of makes sense because the other card that you got is the Page of Wands. Now, the Page of Wands, pages are the production assistants of the tarot. Pages are learning about their specific element. They're paying attention to messages. They're passing messages back and forth. They are learning where to put their specific energy within their specific element. And like you said, you have bad communication. You haven't talked in a while. There is going to be some new stuff here, and it's a new, inexperienced thing. So I'm surprised it's not coming up with a sword, because swords are thoughts and communication. So I think, since swords did not come up, and your communication is bad and you haven't talked in a while, I am going to revise this a little bit. Still the same. You've got two options here. I'm going to say, still talk to him if you want to try talking to him to discover some of his stuff. If you're not talking, whatever. Or the tarot's probably telling you to move on to somebody else. I kind of feel like the tarot might be, now that you've told me a little bit more about the communication issue, it does kind of feel like you might want to explore new things with this page. Again, pages are inexperienced, they are new, and they are learning. And the pages, this page might be telling you to go to more creative endeavors with someone else, or some other people, some other creative endeavors, creative passions. And that way you can also discover who will actually talk to you about what you feel ashamed about. Not like in a therapy way, but just finding more of a community that treats you the way that you want to be treated, if that makes sense. It doesn't have to be embarrassing. It doesn't have to be like deep, but it might be a place you might want to look for a new space, to find people who accept you for who you truly are. If it did come up a little older than this, if it's not, since it's the page, if it did come up a little older, let's see. Okay. So this is what I'm going to tell you then. Since the tarot is telling you to move on, and you said that you're having a hard time moving on, this is what I want you to do. I want you to write down everything. I want you to find a journal or a 3-ring binder, just something, 3-ring binder, whatever. I want you to write down everything that you feel toward this person. Write down everything you feel. I love them. I hate them. I like it when you touch me, whatever, all this stuff. And then I want you to burn it. Like, I want you to physically burn it. You need to have a physical representation of seeing those feelings going up in flames. If you cannot burn it, tear it up and put it in the toilet, flush it down the toilet, make sure it doesn't clog your toilet. If you are scared to clog your toilet, tear it up and put it in different trash cans. You need to see a visual of those feelings going away. And then you also need to take action toward that and looking for new people to hang out with. It might take a time or two in order to do that, I would very, some people are afraid of burning, so that's why I have to give them different options. But I would, and also you've got fire here. This is the fire element. So with the wands, it's the fire element. So I would highly recommend trying. I would probably think of moving on and finding somebody else. Man, we are doing $5 tarot readings. So if you go to the link in the profile, there is a bunch of links there where you can actually get a donate for a $5 reading. Well, okay, Lex, again, this is new people. I know you have a lot of mutual friends, but this is you finding a new group of people. This is you discovering more about you from new people and not hanging out with him. This is you accepting your your things that you are ashamed of, your inner self, your inner child, things that you don't talk about. And this is also things that you're also paying attention to, those messages, to find other people to hang out with where you can thrive and grow. Because if you have mutual friends and it's harder, you're not growing as a person. You're scared. There's a fear that you're not going to be accepted within that group if you right now at this time is what I'm feeling like. That's what I'm getting from this conversation right now, is that because he's there, there's a little bit of a fear for you to be yourself. So still stay with the mutual friends if you want to. I'm not saying they're bad for you. I just feel like there might be an opportunity here for you to expand your social circle and learn more about yourself and learn more about other people and meet other people who will meet your same desires versus this person who is giving you mixed signals and you're not talking very much. Definitely I change around that person. Yeah, you change around. Got it. So that's what I would say. I would say that, and like, it's probably, you have mutual friends. It's probably harder for you to pay attention to what these are, what your inner demons are, what are your inner demons, your inner wild child, your inner ashamedness, your shadow self, whatever you want to call this. It feels like you hide, like what you said, you change yourself when you're around that person. So it feels like you feel like yourself when you're hanging out with those friends, those mutual friends, or when he's around. So I think that the tarot is again telling you to move on, but you need to move on to a new social circle. And again, do the burning session so that you can let go of some of those feelings. And again, do it multiple times. And the more you don't hang out with that person, the better, because it'll help. Awesome. So Lex, I think I saw earlier that you followed me. So I was going to say, give me a follow. And we can revisit this in another couple of weeks after you've done a couple of burning sessions or found some new people to hang out with. I would even probably try talking to your shadow self and just seeing what your shadow self is trying to tell you. I'm surprised it's not reversed. So maybe you accept more of your shadow self than I'm getting from this. Maybe there's a little bit more there that that you're already a little further along than I'm picking up on. But that might be something to really pay attention to regarding that. But yeah, we can pull some new cards in another couple of weeks once you've kind of tried a few things and seen how things work like that, or how the energies have shifted. We are at 9.5 likes. So Anissa, you are so close to getting your reading. Yep, pop on in. I'm trying to. I go live as much as I can. It's usually at night. I was doing mornings, but since school started, it's gone dead. So we're going to try doing nights now. We're going to see how that goes. Other than that, everyone, we are using the Easy Tarot. It's down in the TikTok shop in the link down below. They have tried to made it color coded for everyone. You're welcome. Awesome. I saw Morgan. I just haven't had a chance to look. So with the major arcanas, they made the major arcanas all lined with black. So for everyone who's still here, you can do this is all lined with black for the major arcana. So when a card comes up, you can actually see that if it's a black, you know it's a major arcana. It's a little bit more important. For the wands, you've got the red here for fire. For the cups, you've got orange. I'm surprised that they didn't go blue with it, just because that's what I would have done, but they went orange. So, whatever they wanted to do. Then for pentacles, they went green, which is earth, the earth element. And then for air, for swords, that's where they went the blue. So it's it's color coded, very Rider-Waite-Smith, but color coded in such a way that you can actually read the cards a little bit faster if you wanted to use the colors as a color coding mechanism. We are at 9.8 likes. If anybody wants a tarot reading, it's $5. The link is in my profile. Please like and share the live. We are, wands are orange in this deck. Oh, interesting. I mean, I would buy that as well, because orange is fire. Orange is red in that red-yellow palette. Nevropium, we're doing $5 readings. So if you go to the link in my profile, there's a bunch of links there where you can get a reading there for $5. I did the free ones earlier. Pentacles are green, as they should be. Anissa, we're almost there. We got 9.8. We're almost there. We got 9.8 for Anissa. We're at 9.9 now. If anybody has any questions for me about the tarot while we're in between tarot readings, you're feel free to ask me questions. Oh, interesting. Huh. Feel free to ask me questions about tarot. I'm Chris. I usually help people with writer's block. I have developed a practice more to help you. How did I get into it? So I was listening to a writing podcast, and during our quarantine time, and the writing podcast was called Writing Excuses, and one of the podcasters said that when she has writer's block, she pulls out her tarot cards, and then all of this happened. It can help do what, Morgan? So yeah, I went all in. I got certified. I created my own practice. I help people write their stories. I have like 4 or 5 books filled with. Oh, interesting. Okay. I'll have to look at the Dreams of Gaia. See, the problem that I have with some decks though is that I have very specifically themed decks. So like I have a dragon deck. See, fairy tales. Okay, I'll have to look at the Dreams of Gaia. I'll look at the pictures that you sent me on Instagram. Because if a writer, I got 10K, Anissa, I'll finish this sentence. So if people come to me with a mermaid story, I have a mermaid deck. If they come to me with a zombie story, I have a zombie deck. Vampires, pirates, dragons. So I've bought all these decks specifically to help everyone with their writer's block. But if the images on a tarot deck is abstract, it could be pretty. I could buy it, but I probably won't use it for my practice. It's nice to have just because I'm a tarot deck collector, but it's probably not one that I would use for my deck collection. Or I'm sorry, for my client readings. Anissa, you have a question that you've been patiently waiting for 5,000 likes. So what is your question for the tarot? Of Neil Watson? Carolyn. Hello, Carolyn. So Carolyn, we're doing $5 tarot readings right now. Anissa's doing a reading at the moment. Anissa, so Carolyn, if you want to get a reading, there's a link in my profile. If you want to do that. Can you tell me a little bit, Anissa, about why you broke up? And how long have you seen it coming, or was it out of the blue? Okay, 11 months. Almost a year. Sla la 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 spew. Out of nowhere. Interesting. Did you talk to him about it? Okay. Wait, hold on. You said he started getting nonchalant. Nonchalant means not caring, and you asked him to stop not caring? It sounds something more like I would have asked him more, why is he being nonchalant? Not like try to get behind why he was acting that way, not telling him to act differently. Does that make sense? I wonder what triggered it. I wonder what triggered him to become nonchalant about the relationship. Not sure if you're typing anything because it's not coming up at the moment. Oh. What did you say back to him? When he said that you guys are arguing too much, what did you say back to him? Oh. Well, this guy just seems like trash. What probably happened, based on what I'm thinking happened, is probably when he, right around the time, let's see, because he was constantly acting like he didn't care. Okay, okay. When you say that you constantly, he was constantly acting like he didn't care and liking girls' stories. So this is the thing that I'm getting from, this is the thing that people need to understand. Men, mostly, I mean, there's, we can talk other identifiers later, but men are traditionally 50% of the human race. Women are also 50% of the human race. Just because your boyfriend or your partner is liking stories from the other sex, and then you tell him, you get jealous about that, I understand where it kind of comes from, because there's a little bit of like, he's not paying attention to me, but there needs to be a like conversation about that. And there also needs to be a knowledge of why I'm feeling jealous and all this stuff. Okay, so if it was messages with exes, I kind of just feel like, I think that this is I think I'm not going to put my own stuff into this. Let's say, what should Anissa do next? Because it feels like this guy was not quite into it in the very beginning. It feels like this guy was just kind of stringing you along. Yeah, it feels so. Okay, so you're saying you don't want to let go. Okay, well, he might have been just playing you. He might have been just like giving you what you wanted to hear. Okay, all right. So you don't want to let go. He wants to let go. I would personally let go. But let's see what Anissa's next step is. What's Anissa's next step with her ex-boyfriend? What is Anissa's next step with her boyfriend? She doesn't want to let go. He seems to be messing around with other girls. Not messing around, but just talking to them, not giving her the attention that she needs. Should she stay? Should she go? What's her next step with her ex? What's Anissa's next step with her current ex? Should she talk to him? Should she try talking to him? Should she let him go? What's her next step? So I just shuffled the cards. I haven't pulled them yet, but I don't do third-party readings, Anissa. I do readings that will help the querent take more control of their lives. So I know you said you just want to know if there's a chance he'll come back. I don't know that I can answer that question, but I can, like I said, I've just shuffled the cards and I've asked the tarot, what is your next step with him? Do you want to know do you want to keep going, or am I not the reader for you? Okay. What is up with everyone getting the sun tonight? Everyone's getting the sun tonight. Everyone. Like the last 4 readings that I've gotten. Hi, Christina. How you doing? No, no worries, Anissa. Don't worry about it. This is the conversation I have to get into to get to the question beyond the question that you're asking. I know that you are. So it's going to be a little hard to explain, but because you're emotional, you might need to take a minute before you do any of this. Just putting that out there, Anissa. Because you have the Page of Cups in reverse. And also, why are people getting pages tonight? 3 of the pages have come up in the last hour. Like, what's going on here? Yay, Marissa! Congratulations. So, Anissa, with the Page of Cups being reversed, that is blocked, delayed, healing, or internal energy. I guess so. What I want you to do, this is something you're probably going to want to do later, not when you're so hurt. You want to come at this with a little bit more logic, not emotion, because you've got so many emotions going on right now. What I'm going to suggest that you do regarding this Page of Cups is focus a lot on what you're feeling on the inside. This is going back to all of him liking other girls, talking to his exes. This is how he treated you with being nonchalant, the fights that you've had. I want you to look at all of that and how did that all make you feel? And I know you can't, don't do it right now. Don't do it right now because you're hurt. You are struggling and it's going to cloud your judgment. You're going to want to give a chance to really think about how you felt during your 11 months together. Like you said, the first couple of months were great, which usually they are. But there was a change and the relationship started crumbling, it seems like. So what I want you to do is once your emotions have kind of settled down, you need to really pay attention on the internalness of your emotions, how they made you feel, and that will give you a little bit more clarity as to what to do next. Starting to do the day after. Oh, that's cool. That's cool, Marissa. The reason why I'm saying clarity in this is because you've got the sun. Like I mentioned, you got the sun. And the sun, to me, in my practice, is more about clarity. It is about happiness. There is a sense that I'm getting a ping a little bit about with this Page of Cups. It's actually looking at the sun. So there is an opportunity here to look at what you enjoyed about the relationship with this man, with your partner, with your ex. But I'm wondering if there is a way how you can take those emotions into your next relationship. Whether or not he's going to come back, I'm not sure. Personally, how I would go with this, and this is not in the reading, I'm just putting that out there. This is not how I would do it, but based on what you've told me, I don't feel like you should go back to him. It seems like he was a little bit of a player. He probably wasn't ready for a relationship. It seems like he is willing to drop other people willy-nilly. It seems maybe he got scared. And it seems like you both kind of drifted. Not like in a bad way. It's not bad. It just kind of feels a little bit more like you didn't grow together. You grew a little separate. So I want you to, when again, after the dust is kind of settled, it might take a while because you were together for a little. That's what you kind of figured. So I feel like more of like I feel like I honestly feel like me as Chris, I would tell you to move on. Me as Chris, I would tell you to move on. The tarot cards, however, are telling you to pay attention to your emotions and have this clarity to know what you feel, what you felt, how you felt, so that it doesn't happen again. If he does come back, again, super cool, but you need to let him know how you felt. You need to talk to him about how you felt, how he made you feel, all that stuff. You can't just throw it underneath the rug. You can't do that because he might do it again. So once all this emotion stuff has settled a little bit, again, it's cry it out. Cry it. Go throw axes. Go get out some of this emotion. Let it not sit in your body. Go do something. Go dance. Go use up some of this energy. And once you kind of are able to approach it from a more logical standpoint, you'll probably get a little bit more clarity. And again, if he comes back, you just need to let him know this is how I felt and this can't happen again. And then you need to just have a boundary and know what your boundaries are going forward with this man if he comes back. If not, you can be happy with learning what you learned from the relationship so that in your next relationship, you can move on and have this Page of Cups and reverse it so that you can outwardly tell whoever you're in the next relationship with, this is what I learned. This is my boundary. Can you adhere to it? And you have clarity and you can speak it with clarity as well. Anissa, I think that's what I have for you. I'm hoping this was helpful. Did I lose you, Anissa? You said it. You joined. Did I lose you? I don't know what that is. Okay, cool. So Anissa, yeah, give me a follow. I hope, and we can revisit this in another month or so and see how the energies are shifting, what you've done to see what you can figure out emotionally wise to think about these emotions more logically versus thinking about these emotions more emotionally. And just take your time. Give yourself some self-care. It's okay. But that's what I would recommend going forward with this question, with this relationship. Okay, so it is 9:00. I'm willing to try to do one more $5 reading. Maybe I can stay till 9:30, but then I have to go because I need to be up at 5:00 in the morning. Thank you, Anissa. So if anybody wants a reading, I can do one more $5 one, or it's midnight for you. Yeah, I need to be up at 5 so that I can go to set. So, and because I want to do, the reason why I need to be up at 5 is because I actually want to do my leg workout. I've been doing really good at working out, and I want to continue on with that. There's a possibility, maybe I should sleep in just so that I can do my leg workout maybe the next day. I don't want to lose the momentum. So I don't know. Maybe I'll sleep in a little bit. I haven't decided. We'll see what I don't know. Yeah, I started working out because I had some body dysmorphia. I didn't feel as attractive as I wanted to be, and I am now getting rid of my own COVID weight. It was like 4 pounds. Like I didn't get a lot. But I'm trying to get the body back that I had before we all went into lockdown. And so I'm just taking a little bit more control of my life. And I've been doing really well with it for the last 3 weeks. And I'm going to keep doing it. Hello, Taylor. Yep, I'm just going to keep doing it. Maybe I will take a break tomorrow only because I am going to be in the heat and I'm going to be dressed as a Marine. So maybe that is probably going to be my workout tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow is cardio and I'll just have to switch them. Where'd you read tarot for other people? You were on my live. Where'd you read tarot for other people? Blue Guava. Hello, Blue Guava. Wait, hold on. You read tarot for a few other people and you're tired. You read for other tarot readers a few hours ago, a few days ago on TikTok, but not live. I'm not following. What do you mean? Like all through DM? Instagram? How'd they find you? How'd you let them know that you're willing to do a reading? Like I'm confused as to what's happening, what story you're telling me. Oh, interesting. Okay. And you're exhausted based on what they told you? Is that... Oh, that's an interesting idea. That's cool. Hello, Rylan. Hello, Rylan. That's cool. Interesting. What's going on, Rylan? Welcome to our live. My live, I guess. We're just hanging out, being cool, doing tarot readings for $5. I am using the Easy Tarot, and it's down in the TikTok shop. So feel free to check in on that. And I mean, I've just been here for a couple hours and just probably going to be on for another half hour doing $5 tarot readings. If not, we're just chatting until we get another one. Okay. I only do no, just for the $5. I'm not doing free. I had free one being done earlier. If you want to give me a follow and put down your notifications, you can let know when I go live, and I'll pull some cards for you. Because always the first 5 are free. Well, not always, but usually the first 5 are free. You too. Thank you, Rylan, for stopping in. Hi, Chris. Yeah, you told me that. You told me that your dad believes in tarot the last time we talked. Yeah. Maybe I do need to look at Ornum. Ornum, just when I looked at Ornum, it looked weird, and maybe it's just me being scared of a new platform. But with Ornum, I didn't know how people found people. I saw a lot of people online. I just didn't know how people found people. Does it work? I don't know. I'm not sure. Okay. Hi, Crystal. I don't know if you're still here. Yeah, I'd still probably do what I do here. It'd probably be the same. The first 5 are free. Maybe I'll try it. I'll just have to not be so judgmental. Maybe I'll try it. Hi, Random. Well, that's right. I need to shave tomorrow too. Yeah, that makes sense too. Again, maybe I'll find the right people there. I don't know. Maybe I'll try. Maybe I'll try Ornum. So strange. Are there always people looking for tarot readers there? I don't even know. Like, I guess I'll have to look at it. I'll look at it again. You keep talking about Ornum, so maybe I will try it just like one day, and I'll just try it like maybe on a Friday night or a Friday afternoon because Fridays on TikTok for me are kind of dead. Maybe I'm not gonna. I think that's adding a whole different level of marketing. All right. I will give Ornum a shot, maybe on like a Saturday afternoon or something. I will give Ornum a shot. We can go and do that. I will do it. Maybe I'll do it this weekend. If I'm not going to I would love to go to the Power Rangers convention, trying to see if I can get like a last minute ticket or something, last minute volunteer situation, but I haven't heard back. But I have a passport situation that I'm getting my new passport picture taken on Saturday. So maybe I'll do it on Saturday afternoon. Go from there. I think my moderators left me. Did my moderators leave me? Blue Guava, hello, Blue Guava. Did my moderators leave me? Hello, John. You told me weird things happen on that website all the time. Oh, got it. Okay, no worries. I just wondered if my moderators left me because I haven't heard from you guys in a while. Hello, Naomi. I'll be probably the most sane one. Maybe I'll be the most sane tarot reader. Hello, Christina Vasquez. Morgan, when you first started, hello, Taylor. Morgan, when you first started on Ornum, how long did it take you to get like your first person to pay attention to you, kind of a thing? Oh, interesting. No worries. Don't worry. Don't worry. Yeah, it's getting late for me too. It's 9:10. I need to leave by 9:30. So, Lynette, hello, Lynette. Not long. Okay, maybe I'll give it a try. Maybe it'll be worth it. I'll try it. I'll give it a try. Maybe yeah. I mean, everyone does. They all want it. They all want it free here too. I've just learned I need to protect my energy with it. So, hello, Abby. So who else is here? We've got Morgan here. I've got Kanisha here, and who else is here? Hello, Martinez. Okay, I will do that. Thank you very much for the warning. I mean, I never say no to chocolate, but I had my fix of. I didn't even have my fix of sugar. The sugar was not sugary enough for me. But yeah. All right, I think I'm gonna call it. I think it might be safe to call it. It just. I mean, that's up to you, girl. If you want to do it, that's up to you. Hello, Dinky. You do you, girl. You do you. All right, I think I'm gonna call it. I'm actually starting to get tired. I didn't realize how tired I was getting until things kind of slowed down. But I think I'm gonna call it. I might not be on tomorrow because I'm gonna be on set. So FYI. Made a wish. Probably won't come. Yeah, made a wish. So I probably won't be on tonight or tomorrow, but I'm gonna try to come on Wednesday unless I get another job. But I should be here on Wednesday. All right, you guys have a good day. Thank you for joining. And if you are here with us and want a reading on the first 5, will be free on Wednesday, and we can go from there. I guess I will check. Before I go, Kanisha, I have a question. Did you see the Easy Tarot connected to this on the TikTok shop? I connected it. I just want to make sure that was true. I will do that. Sorry, I didn't do that this time. I should have. Okay, cool. Just wanted to check because I can't see if it is or not. But yeah. All right. Thank you guys very much. I will contact you next time I go live. I'm sorry I didn't do it this time. I just spaced, and today's been a long day. But yeah, thank you guys, and I will talk to you all the next time I go live.